You got a little something, something? I put a little something in.
All right. So this is going to be a standard interview. Y'all be great, right? Marques Roberts, right? Got introduced to him via Kerry. Where is Kerry at? And so basically, he is going to, well, let's talk about it. So you grew up where?
In Lampkin, Texas.
In Lampkin, Texas. Okay, okay. And you're an athlete as well?
Yes, I played football, basketball, everything. Heard a lot of you guys are from Vernon, small town just like Lampkin. Went all-state track, basketball, then moved on to be a football player at Baylor University. And while attending Baylor, I was actually a team captain. And it was a big achievement to be the team captain coming from this little town of 4,000 people with the guys from Houston, Dallas, Miami, California, various places. So just know that just because you're from Vernon doesn't mean that it's not for you in the future.
Definitely, definitely. So you are no longer playing football right now, right? And so you've been involved with some public speaking, motivational speaking.
Yes, I have a movement called Head Down Pushing. And there's 8 principles: faith, focus, accountability, courage, willingness, humility, and patience. What they're talking about is just how to lead your lifestyle. It's basically leading your life like Jesus, modeling your life like Him. And invoking these principles each and every day allows you to be an example for others. Because as you look around the room, we've heard about movement, music, now you're hearing about the speaker. We have leaders organizing events. You have leaders who brought you here. Everybody has something specific for them. So Head Down Pushing is about being the message. Your life is a message. And that's kind of some of the things I'll be talking about. But
cool. So
you know, growing up, you have your routine. You go to church. Your mother tells you the devil gonna get you. Your aunts and your grandmothers, they may tell the devil to get off you, boy, because you're cutting up, whatever it had. And soon you start to learn that that's not enough. And some of the things that we talked about, followers, the things that we look for, money. I see you all have a shirt that say this is a swagger-free environment. Those things that we chase, the emptiness. So I say about sometime in college I came to know Him, but I still didn't have a relationship. Running in circles, chasing after those things. And remember this, anything that you're chasing is running from you. So about 2012, 2013, I was just tired. Just, I've done it all, you name it. I either seen it or done it, been hands-on with it. And it was just that point in time for me to say, I'm giving it to you. I had a lot of people that were looking to me as a leader, looking to me for encouragement, and there was something missing. And I was giving them that, but it was something missing for me, and that part was Jesus, it was Him. And once I said, I'm gonna lead it for you, I'm giving it to you, going forward, it's been head down, pushing.
all right, so I'm gonna step out the way, let him give you at least a 10 to 15 minute snippet of what he presents on a regular basis, and so it's all you.
Thank you. All right, I want y'all to wake up a little bit with me. So I want you to repeat this with me. I am not a product.
A product.
I am the environment.
The environment.
I am not
a
product.
A product.
I am the environment.
The environment.
I am the environment.
The environment.
I am the environment.
The environment.
That's what you have to live like. You are the environment. You're not everyone else around you. You're not the people that have showed you these different ways to lead your life on television. You are the environment that you create. And when you choose not to be your best version of yourself when you wake up each day, you forfeit that power to control your environment. So understand your life, like I said earlier, is a message. The leaders who brought you here, you watch them. You see how they conduct themselves. You influence them. We will influence you today with the things that we do on television, the entertainers, the rappers. They influence you all. They influence us all, actually, with their lives, how they lead them, the things that they find to be cool, the things that they say that aren't cool, they tweet, they Instagram, they influence us. But what we have to do is be mindful enough to know that we don't have to accept what they say is cool and make what we know to be cool what we do, following him. So, how you smile, just in passing a stranger, that can warm someone's heart. If the parents in the room and the leaders, the way that they pursue their goals, and you all the same, the way that you chase after what it is that you believe in, it's going to affect your little brothers, your little sisters, your peers. It's going to make them say, I can do that too. I can have what I want in life if I put my mind to it. But when you don't have faith enough in yourself to do so, it's telling them to not believe in themselves, to not chase after those dreams. You all have what it takes. If you look around, everyone take a moment, look around. Do y'all see anyone identical? Anyone with the same hair? Anybody see that in the room? No. Because there's a lane specific to you in this world. There's specific physical attributes and specific experiences. Any brothers and sisters here? I bet you when some of you all had experiences and they may have affected you a certain way. And the way that it affected big brother, it didn't affect little brother the same. So God intended those things to impact you a certain way, so when you lead your life going forward, you can affect other people. So when you witness to them about having experienced those things, they can have the strength to go forward too. But you have to be willing to embrace what you've experienced and go forward strong. In 2000, I signed a scholarship to play football at Baylor University. And when I got on campus, I quickly learned that it was either do nothing at all or do just enough to get by. That was the culture on the football team. That's why they weren't winning. Because everybody else was just following each other. None of the leaders wanted to step up and ruffle anybody's feathers, to tell somebody that they needed to work harder, to tell their teammate, if you keep on jogging, we're going to keep on losing. But it goes further than the football field, because if you're jogging in life, it's people sprinting right past you. And I'm not saying that you cannot have what's yours, but if you want it, you have to go take it. If you're just being lackadaisical about your day, like I said, you forfeit the power to control your environment. Distractions. Your friends are going to pull you to the left and to the right. Situations are going to take you off course because you choose not to be focused. So those 3 years went by of me being unfocused. Talked about the blunts, the girls, the drinking, all those things. And I was empty. I tell you what, if I said I did it, I mean I did it, or I seen it, or I was hands-on with it. It was happening next to me. And none of that could fulfill me. And still at the same time, I thought it was about me and not him. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm gonna start working harder because I'm not getting the results that I'm used to seeing. I made it here by going to the weight room every day in the summertime. And my friends didn't even work out at home. But because I was there, they came. And because we were there, the rest of the hood came. So it was a party at the weight room. I'd be the only person working out. But you create the environment. So after I left, yeah, more people started gaining scholarships because they saw the work ethic that it took. Maybe they weren't working out in those moments, but when I was gone, they knew what they had to do. Create the environment. So going into my senior year, after 3 years of just really nothing, I said I gotta get it. So from January to August, I'm the first person in the weight room. I'm calling friends up in the morning. And soon, months go by, weeks go by, they start to call me. Hey, we going up to the field. We're trying to make each other better, to get prepared. It's like, man, okay, I'm gonna get with y'all. We go. And over time, good started to outweigh bad. Because instead of everybody hiding, settling, and just ready to be sorry again, it was frowned upon to not show up. So everybody's at the field kicking it instead of sitting in the room on the game. And it's like, where you at? Man, you can't play with us. Because we grind. We are getting it. And that's how y'all have to lead your life. You have to go get it. Because you're not only in competition with Vernon and Austin, you're in competition with the rest of the U.S. So if you don't have it on your mind to go take yours, they'll snatch it off your plate. right before the season started, that's when they elected me team captain. I'm like, man, me? I'm from Luton, like, I really don't see it. I don't understand it. Me? But thank you. And I understood right in that moment, accountability. And I was like, so what am I supposed to do? When I call home, I call my mama, guess what? They elected me to be team captain. Oh, baby. I'm proud of you. I was like, well, thank you. She talked a little while. She said, well, you know, you talking to your mama, you hear that tone of her voice change, you know something is coming out. I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go. Ain't no telling what this woman's going to say. To whom much is given, much is required. I was like, whoa. At the time, I didn't know it was the word, but I knew that it meant a lot. And I just sat back. I was just like, I just got to keep doing the same, but I got to lead them. So that's what I did. The younger guys who were missing study hall, I didn't go point my finger in their face and tell them we're going to kick you off the team. I told them how it was affecting them. I taught them about the political portion of being an athlete and how your coach is watching you. When y'all go to class, he may peek in the room, or the teacher may tell him that he slouched down in the seat and he don't care about nothing. Or how she switching and smacking her gum and she's popping her neck every time I say something, so she got some attitude. So now they don't want to deal with you. I was a young man, but I had witnessed it, so I tried to pour back into them what I experienced. And that's why they chose me to be the captain, because I was a servant to them. I didn't know what I was doing, but I thought I was just giving them something to help them along the road because I didn't want to see them fail. And you have to be mindful of these things, because not only is there a competition, but I'm looking around the room and we all look similar.
Come on now.
So you got a notch on your belt. You got a knock against you. And not only that, some of you, when you walk into the room, you're the only black man or you're the only black female. So that just puts much more opposition against you. Again, don't believe that just because that opposition is there, that you cannot have what's yours, because he's over all that. He has the final say, and he's equipped you. The experiences I talked about, that's your strength. So you reach back and you pull for that strength. You pull out of those experiences the courage and the willingness, and know that you have the strength to overcome, and you stand up in the mess that they try to make, and you hold on and be faithful and say, I don't have to try to orchestrate what I'm going through. God has it in control. So I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep giving my best effort. I'm going to keep working things out. I'm going to keep pouring into the people around me so that they can be better. That's what I did throughout that season. I was player of the week 4 or 5 times. I was the offensive MVP of the season. Louisville, Texas. When the season ended, no NFL. So automatically in my mind, I'm a failure. I didn't do nothing. The time that just went by was a waste. Went back home, and I don't know what home is for y'all, but home for me is when I come outside. If you see 8 or 9 of us, it's gonna be 8. If it's 9, it's 8 people with a pocket full of crack. If you see 5 of us, it's 4 people with a pocket full of crack. If I'm with somebody, any of my friends, if it's only 2 of us, I'm sure y'all see. Y'all get the picture, right? Everybody. And I didn't understand it at first, but that's what I had. Afraid to face the world or the challenges outside of your comfort zone. So you do what's going on around you and try to come up and compete with the people that surround you. But I can't have what Kerry has. I can't have what Josh has. I can only have what's for me. And that's the only way that I'll be successful, because success is about achieving what is determined for you in this world. Going and attacking everything that's already out there for you to have, not what someone else has, not what a rapper tells me I need to affect people. Because the best things that you have are in here. The most valuable things that you have are in here. After a few months of being at home, I say about 1.5 years, and my mama getting tired of me running around with knuckleheads and telling me that she don't want me to be in jail. She don't want me to be dead. You gotta go. So I packed up my bags and moved to Houston. As quick as she could get me out of there. I started working in healthcare. That's way out of my comfort zone. God, I don't know what you have for me here, but I'm going to walk into it. And what I learned was you can change your location or your environment, but if you don't change something on the inside, it doesn't matter. You'll just be the same person in a new place. But it's like I told y'all, I'll reach back to Baylor, pull forth that willingness. I'll pull forth that consistency, some of those principles. And I said, I gotta get it. And I stopped sitting in the workplace where I felt like days were just like this, the same thing happening every day. And I started speaking up. No, we need to do things this way. Oh, you know what? They come in the morning, this is what I hear. Oh, I just can't stand working here. It's the same thing every day, each and every week. I can't stand how she does that. Well, do something about it. This is your world. This is your life. What are you doing to control that environment? You have to think outside the box. You have to be smarter for yourself and be bold enough to try. And if it doesn't work out, what can they say? Oh, it doesn't look good, but I'll just go do it again. I'll see the error that I made and I'll try again. You have to be willing to jump out there and get it, because if you don't, somebody else is taking it. So I was speaking up, and you know what? They started to say, hey, Marques, how do you handle this? Hey, Marques, we want to adopt this process that you're doing. The environment is starting to change. And before you know it, I got a new employer. 2 months being at the employer, I was a lead. 6 months in, I was a supervisor. 2 years of being a supervisor, I went somewhere else. Changed the environment, and people started to notice it. Then I started to carry myself different, walk and talk differently, because I recognized that the value wasn't in the position that I held, but it was here. That the only person that needed to see was me. You have to recognize the same thing. Specific and special. Each and every person in this room. Your lane is your lane. No one can have what is yours. But you have to know that. You can't assume it. You can't just halfway believe it. You have to walk, talk it, breathe it daily. During that 4 or 5 years of getting better, progressing in the job, that's around the time of finding Jesus and starting to build relationship. Because now I can't go to work and sit still and not say nothing, because I know what he's put inside of me. And not speaking up is going to hurt me more than speaking up and failing. Because when you fail, you just step on top of a failure. Because failure is nothing but, success is nothing but failure on top of failure. So each time that you fail, you get up and you try again. You get up and you try again. The people that you see that are homeless and are stars, there's no difference from them except the fact that one person kept on going. That's how important it is to know who you are in him. That's the difference. They kept going. They knew who they were. And you all have to know the same. So I went to Baylor. I visited with my teammates. I hadn't seen them in a while. You know, I was a failure in my mind, that in the box mentality. Hadn't contacted them. And the first thing they do, they run up on me with 2 fists, punch me in the chest. I'm like, man, I don't play football no more. It hurt. But, man, Marques. Someone called me Lula as a nickname. Man, Lula, man, Marques. Where you been, man? Man, just living, man. No, man, I appreciate you. Thank you, man. If it wasn't for you, like what? Then another one will run up. Man, Marques, man, thank you for teaching me what hard work looked like. Thank you for treating me like somebody when everybody else treated me like I was nothing. I was like, man, I did these things. I didn't even realize what they were speaking about. But it was funny to me because these were guys in the NFL. These were guys who were successful entrepreneurs. And they coming back to me saying thank you. And in that moment is when I realized that my life is a message. And I have power to affect change in the lives of the people around me by simply living the way I was supposed to live. By simply speaking up. By challenging others. By being who God called me to be. And the dots started to connect. And from that day on, it was head down, push. So, as I close, I want to ask you all a question. You all know that you're specific. You know that you're special. You got to reach back to your experiences and be courageous. You got to be focused on where you're headed. You got to know who you are, because you can't let right now have more impact on your decisions than where you're headed. You got to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. You have to be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. You see that? Right now you might be comfortable with being uncomfortable, knowing that you're not giving your best, knowing that you're not doing all that you can do. You got to get uncomfortable with that. You got to say, man, if you're not going to get right, like Josh said, I'm going to get it done. I was going to the gym to work out regardless of who came. Whether they wanted to work out or not, I was hitting that iron. And after I left, they were hitting the iron too. You have the power to create the environment that you live in. So I ask you, what will you do to change the life of those around you? How will you lead your life the best way that you can live each and every day going forward? What will you do to change the life of your brothers, your sisters, and for some of you, you're going to change the life of your parents? The question is, what is your message? Thank you.